Rufflet is one of the Pokemon which I kinda thought like, okay, this investment was not really worth it, but nowadays this Pokemon has also access to Wing Attack which got buffed. So, hello and welcome to a new video. Today we want to take a look at a Rufflet again. I really want to take a look at this Pokemon again because, of course, it just got buffed with a Wing Attack. Before, I already made a video about it, I think maybe even 2 videos about it, where I was like, okay, yeah, this Pokemon is sometimes fun to use, but it's a little bit tricky to get to the Brave Bird sometimes. It's a very squishy Pokemon, but now it's actually an insane sweeper. Like, I had so much fun with this. I definitely went way positive with this team as well here. We're going to have the Medicham in the lead. We're going to have 2 flying types in the back. Pretty simple team here. Our Say-Swap of the Noctowl is supposed to get out of the way the steel types that you don't want to face with a Rufflet. And we will see a Politoed here, which will take this Brave Bird and it will take it into its face. So we're going to be able to win this game pretty easily there. We still had 2 shields while the opponent only had 1 shield left. Next opponent, we see a Bastion in the lead. What do they swap into us? They're going to swap in a Sableye, which we should be able to take with our Noctowl. We can go straight for the Sky Attack, and I think we should be able to win this matchup basically all the time. There shouldn't be anything that really worries me here too much. They can go for 1 return, they're gonna go for 1 return, which doesn't really matter too much for me, as a 1 Sky Attack will do a ton of damage here and knock them out, but they're going to shield it up, fine for me. It's actually better for me. They're going to get me a little bit lower, but they're going to give me more energy here, and we will be able to just farm them all the way down, go for 1 Shadow Ball against the incoming Bastion. And the best thing about this here is we will be able to align our Medicham again against the Bastion, and let's see what they're going to have in the back. The worst answer for Medicham going to be the Trevenant, and for me this would be the best Pokemon to face, but we face a Medicham against us. We will be able to hit this Aerial Ace pretty fast here with our Rufflet, and a Rufflet will actually take this hit onto the opponent. I don't know why they didn't want to shield this one here, but it's fine for me, as a Dynamic Punch is going to take us out, but we can just go for an Ice Punch here. Even if they're going to shield it, there's not a lot that they can do anymore at this point of time, and I think they actually decided to forfeit here by just quitting the app. I still don't understand why people do this, to be fair. Like, I have literally no idea. Like, for you, it doesn't really make any kind of difference if you just top left or not. Like, I don't know why you just go and quit the app. Like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but yeah, we are fine here. We will be able to go for some swapping here against the opponent Sableye again. Sableye is definitely a Pokemon that you don't want to face in the lead, but you have 2 decent answers on the back, as we see a Hypno coming in, which has to take a Shadow Ball eventually here. I'm going to shield the move up. I actually would be able to survive one of them at least, and we will be able to go for 1 Shadow Ball. Ice Punch is actually an interesting move in the current meta. Maybe Hypno has some play right now, but this is the issue with the Noctowl against Hypno. While, yeah, you have like good coverage with the Hypno, you also have to take the super effective Shadow Ball against you. We see the Noctowl coming back in against us, which is fine for us, as we will be able to now take the move here. We will go down, we're gonna go back into our Medicham, and we will be able to reach the Ice Punch here in time, which is nice. They kinda have to shield this, I think, and they do shield this. We can take this move here and we can swap out immediately afterwards into our Rowlet. Rufflet and Rowlet, there's 2 different Pokemon. We will be able to take 1 move here, and we will take this return, which was not the smartest idea, but it doesn't really matter, as we can go straight for the Brave Bird and say goodbye to the Sableye. We still have a shield left, and this will be enough to reach another Ice Punch here in time to knock out the opponent's Pokemon here. Maybe them throwing a charge move here actually helped me a little bit, but I think we would have reached it anyway, so it's fine. Ice Punch coming through, winning us the game here. Good game to my opponent. Next opponent, we will see an interesting need. We definitely need to have this detail for us, because Lanturn is something that you don't want to face with your backline. Usually they have something like a G-Fast still in the back, which might be a little bit tricky. We will get a shield here from them, and we're going to shield up their move as well. If it's a Thunderbolt, it would be nice, and it is a Thunderbolt, which allows us now to definitely go for another Psychic here, trying to get them lower and lower. And I thought maybe I'm going to let this next move go through here, because I would be able to still go for 1 Sky Attack and knock them out, but then I decided to still shield, and it was a good shield, as they're going to go ahead and go for another one here, another Thunderbolt. We see the opponent coming in here now with 1 Steelix, which is not ideal for me, but we will be able to go ahead and go for some charge moves here. Ice Punch going to do some nice damage against them, and we can nearly counter them all the way down. And at this point of time, we can just take the moves with our Noctowl. They're going to go straight Psychic Fangs. They're going to go for another one here, and we're going to swap now into our Rufflet here. Rufflet will be able to get some extra energy from the Steelix, enough to get to another charge move against the Pokemon that would come in here, which most likely would be the Lanturn, but they decide to already forfeit, which is fine for me. Toxapex in the lead. This is an interesting one here, as we will see that we can go for one Psychic. Psychic will do some nice damage against them, and we will be able to swap out here into our Noctowl. Noctowl is just our sponge for anything. It's our say swap. We can take one Sludge Wave here. They're going to swap out into an Obstagoon. This is fine for me. I want to have it in this matchup here anyway. I can have it later on in the matchup against my Medicham, which is fine, and I will be able to go for some charge moves, which is cool. They're going to go for the Night Slash, and of course, they boost. At least I still will be able to go for another charge move here with my Noctowl, get them low enough that we can go for one counter, but sadly they have now a boosted Night Slash against me, which is going to do some damage, but I expect them to have a Sableye in the back, so I'm going to no shield here, and we see the Rufflet against them now. This is a tricky one. Foul Play going to do some nice damage. We see the Toxapex coming in here. I'm going to perfectly time my Aerial Ace. This hopefully knocks them out here, and we are not blocking them out by 1 HP, which is really bad for us. They're going to go for Brine, which is okay. We are one shield down, basically. We have a Rufflet against XL Sableye. This does not look too good, especially as we still have our Medicham in the back here. But we can still go for one Ice Punch. And this Ice Punch actually going to do some nice damage against them. And we will be able to counter them nearly all the way down. We have one shield still left, and we can get the fast move through. Shield up that charge move, and this will be a good game. And the opponent got clapped by the Rufflet. Next opponent, we will see the Galvantula in the lead. This is a core breaker for the entire team. There is nothing I can do about this. There is not a single Pokemon that I can swap in here. There's not a single Pokemon that has a good matchup against it. I think the same is also for the normal Zapdos here, but I mean, this is the first Galvantula I think I have seen in like half a year or something, but very cool to see it now when we have a team where we are really weak against it, but it's fine. We will see a Steelix coming in here. This is not really ideal for us, but we will be able to go for one Shadow Ball against them. This should do some nice damage, and we can still reach another one afterwards. So this should still be an okay-ish matchup for us. We will see the Psychic Fangs coming through. We will get to another Shadow Ball in time. This will do some nice damage, and we will see that they're going to let this move go through. They're going to go lower and lower, and we actually will be able to reach just barely the Sky Attack in time, which is amazing for us. This will knock out the opponent. We will go back immediately into our Medicham. I'm gonna go for an Ice Punch, trying to get them low enough. Let's see what we can do still here, but like this looks bad, especially as they try to farm us down. We have an Empoleon on the back. There's no way we can do anything with this matchup here anymore. We have our Rufflet, which is horrible against the Empoleon and horrible against the Galvantula. I will be able to go for one shield here, going to be Hydro Cannon. We still have our Noctowl in the back with like 1 HP in a Dream. We will be able to go for one Brave Bird now. This Brave Bird will get the shield, and I can swap out onto the charge move into the opponent's into my Noctowl here. I can still go for one Brave Bird. This knocks out the opponent, and we actually gonna still get a draw there, which actually weirdly enough counted as a win for this one task, which is funny, but like, I don't know. Don't understand this one, but it's a very cool one that we actually still, even though we kind of got really hard-walled and we had the worst possible Pokemon to face, we still managed to get a draw out of this, which is really, really nice. We see the next opponent here having a Medicham. We will be able to go for some Sky Attack damage against them, hopefully, as the next Sky Attack going to hit them as well afterwards. We're going to shield up the move. It doesn't really matter too much to me. I just want to realign here. As the Sky Attack gonna go through, we see the opponent coming back into the Bomber Snow here, which is fine for me. I have my Medicham, and I still get to move here, which is amazing. This would most likely knock them out, so they have to shield here. They are shieldless now. I can go into my Medicham. I'm going to keep my shield for my Rufflet, but my Rufflet has some different plans anyway. We can take one Hydro Cannon here, which is kind of nice. Actually, also from the Shadow version, we would be able to take one. But what they can take is my Brave Bird, and my Brave Bird is going to knock them out, and we can see now the matchup against the Abomas now. There's not a lot that they can do here anymore. I'm going to shield up the first move, which is going to be the Energy Ball. There's nothing that they can do anyway. I can go for my Ice Punch here, and I'm pretty sure that they stop tapping there and just basically put down their phone again, which is fine, I guess. I mean, people, I guess, don't know about the top left button there, but don't know. Next opponent here, we will see Medicham against a Bastiodon, and this is something that you see a lot recently, like my video about this team that you're going to face here right now. When can I viral? I battled this team in like different teams already like 20,000 times against me. It is such a good team, but for this time here, I already lost against my own teams as well a lot of times in the last couple of days, but for this team here, this is basically a hard war for the team that I showcased before. So we're going to see the Medicham here against us. We will be able to get at least one shield from them, or like We actually got both shields already. We still should be able to get to another Sky Attack. My opponent makes a great play now, I think, and going for the swap. Very smart play there, but because I know what they have in the back, I still should be fine here going for my Medicham safe swap and like keeping my Noctowl in the back. I actually could have just also went and let my Noctowl go down, but I think it's still fine like this. We will be able to go ahead and go for some farm down here. They cannot get to another move. We have 100 energy. I accidentally go for the Ice Punch here. I should have went for the Psychic no matter what coming in, but they're going to go into the Medicham. We're going to get rid of the Medicham. And now they're going to have, of course, the Trevenant in the back, which usually works out for most people that don't run Spice like I do, but there is just another flying and normal type in the back for them, so they're going to be a little bit screwed here. But yeah, still I can recommend to you the team that the opponent just used, because it's actually my favorite team to still use. Also against this opponent, for example, it would be good already. But of course, if you face a Rufflet, this is not maybe the thing that you should really consider as a meta Pokemon. So yeah, we will see here opponent with Drapion. Drapion is like a Pokemon that I feel kind of weird using in the Great League. I actually got wrecked in a tournament before from a Drapion, in like an actual in-person tournament, but I feel always weird to use it. It feels like kind of that it's missing something, but we will actually go down from it here right now, which I guess is fair after me complaining about this Pokemon before. And I will be able to go into my Rufflet. We will see the Pelipper coming back in here, which we can punish with some aerial aces. Hopefully we see the Weather Ball coming through. We would survive one Weather Ball, but I don't want to really take it right now. Aerial ace coming through here. Aerial ace going to get shielded by the opponent. Aerial ace going to get through afterwards again. But the opponent goes for one Weather Ball here, as we see that the aerial ace coming through from the opponent here from my Rufflet again. And I will not be able to swap out in time. I wanted to swap, as you can see there, but I just missed the button, which is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, doesn't really matter anyway. Actually, it would have mattered. Never mind, I think it actually mattered anyway, but well, maybe. We see a very interesting core here again that I haven't seen at all and definitely never showcased on my channel. We're going to see the Bastion in the lead, we're going to see the Medicham in the safe swap. Wonder what could be in the back, which, yeah, is like the thing with when you copy teams from YouTube as well. Yes, people most likely know already. If they also watch the video, they most likely know your team and they can play a little bit around it. But maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's something else in the back other than the Trevenant in the back. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. We will be able to reach one more Shadow Ball here. We are one shield down compared to the opponent, but let's take a look. Oh, it's Trevenant, and of course we have our Rufflet here. Yeah, again, like this is not the matchup that you will most likely face if you run the team. Again, it's normal people in Go Battle League. I'm not normal. I'm just running my Rufflet here and having a great time and knocking out all those trees. But still, I can recommend you the other team as well, unless you get basically countered like this here. Or you encounter my other team, which I also faced like several times already, which is Swampert, Noctowl, and Pidgeot. That's also not a team that you really want to face with my Bastion team, but unless the opponent has double flyer in the back, which is pretty rare, then you kind of fine. Also, if it's just only double flyer, normal flyer there, which is also pretty rare. So yeah, we will see Swampert in the lead. Maybe they have the team that I showcased before as well, but wait, I don't think so. I don't think it was in this video. I think it's in a different one, but actually they have a Noctowl here. Maybe they have Pidgeot on the back. Maybe it is actually the team that I just wanted to talk about, which I also showcased on my channel, which also kind of went pretty well as a video. This team is also pretty nice to play and I liked it a lot, but let's see how it's gonna go. We see the Noctowl still going for one Sky Attack here. Sadly can farm us down before we get to our own. I think I should have shielded, but my opponent going to be able to go for one Sky Attack now. We will see the opponent coming in to another flying and normal type, so it was actually in this video, which is hilarious. It's going to be the other team that I built already before on YouTube and showcased, which is kind of funny. We will see the Pidgeot coming in now. I hope that they go for the Feather Dance. It's my only play. They're going to go for the Feather Dance. I have to swap out immediately, and we're going to see the Swampert coming back in here. What we can do is, of course, we can Brave Bird them. I think it would have been actually better and beneficial here to go for Aerial Ace, but we will be able to go for one Brave Bird. Brave Bird will knock them out, and we will see the Pidgeot coming back in. We can go for another Aerial Ace. Do they shield this move up? Do they not shield this move up? They're going to shield this move up. They can go for another move, which is going to be the Feather Dance, of course, but we have to shield up. We can go for one Psychic, which does more damage than the Ice Punch, but sadly it will not be able to KO them with like 1 HP, so my own team going to beat me here sadly. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Rufflet was definitely way better now since the update. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope I see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.